So we should beware of instructors who don't know that much. And that sounds like a good warning or red flag on the surface. But the more I think about it, the more I think it's BS.
Where them kicks at? Where them hands? Where them holes? Where them throws? You know what I'm saying? Cecil.
This is the next to the last video in the series of red flags that I disagree with when it comes to instruction in the martial arts. Now, this one goes like this. The well-intentioned but clueless ones who have a little knowledge but want to help others learn really should still be a student before trying to teach and keep developing themselves. I'm thinking a black belt and full teacher cert after 3 years of once-a-week classes and really not ready. So basically, they're saying you should avoid this type of instructor. Don't train with this person, period. Now, on the one hand, on the surface, I could agree with that. Because if somebody's only been going to class once a week and they've been training for a few years, they are just beginning to get a grasp of whatever art it is that's going on. But then again, the more I think about it, it's BS. Because really, realistically speaking, for what most people are going to achieve, once a weeker, 3-year person probably is going to be able to handle what most people are going to get, especially if you're talking about folks who are just going to come anyway, right? They're only going to come anyway, and they're only going to get maybe a stripe on their white belt, maybe to a yellow belt, and then they're going to quit. They're going to take it for a while, get bored, and go on. Why do they really need somebody that's a full-fledged master or grandmaster, or for that matter, really even need somebody that's that's a black belt? They don't. Somebody that is a green belt in a martial art should be able to teach a white belt how to do white belt things. Now, is any style going to let that person be qualified to operate on their own as a fully fledged instructor? By that person, I mean somebody that's just a green belt, not the type of person who was described here in this red flag text. No, they're not going to let a green belt fly without their own net. Why would you? They're just an advanced beginner. But let's just be honest. Most of you are not going to the Olympics. I didn't even go to the Olympics. So I'll say most of us. Most of us are not going to the Olympics. Most of us are not stepping in a cage. Most of us are not going to fight professionally. Most of us don't even compete. Most of us are just going to do it as a hobby for a while. We might get lucky if we compete once. But most of us, you know what? And this is what a lot of times I see people leave my class. If they come to my class because they need to learn how to fight, because they feel like somebody's picking on them, once they learn how to beat up whoever's picking on them, they're done. That's it, they're done. Or if a parent feels like their child can't pay attention and they start learning how to pay attention in my class, they're done. My mother did that to me. Once the behaviors that the parent is concerned with start manifesting themselves in the student as a result of martial arts study, the parent ends the study. They got what they want. Most parents do not want their children to be black belts. Most people really don't. They say they want to be a black belt, but they don't really want to be a black belt. They want to just learn enough to protect themselves and feel good about themselves. And, if they have a weight problem, they want to start on their fitness journey. And then they're done. That's just how it is. The old adage was, despite all the crying and things people do about McDojos and anybody can get a black belt, people get a black belt, a lot of people still dispute this evidence, and I don't even know if this is hard evidence. But I think this is a quote that may have been in Black Belt magazine, but it's a common saying in the martial arts. Only 1% of people who study a martial art make it to black belt. And then I think out of that 1%, only 1% of the people who make it to black belt go to an advanced black belt level in a martial art or in the martial arts. So if most people are quitting at Shodan anyway, if they get that far, and actually, in fact, most people are quitting that, in my system, would be from white belt to a stripe on it to about orange belt. If they're quitting that early, I personally think Mr. Once a Weeker, who's been training for 3 years, is more than enough for people like that. I'm sorry. Now, I really don't think I really don't think that it should be even be an issue. Let me make it as clear as possible, and I'm going to close because I'm just going to be beating a dead horse at this point. If you are not trying to go professional or you're not trying to train in the Olympics or play in the Olympics, your instructor just needs to be qualified to teach you the art. And that's it. They don't need they don't need a billion stripes on their belt and multiple rankings and different styles. They don't. Because you are not going to get to the point, and I'm talking to the average people, not the people that tend to watch this channel. You're not going to get to that point where you would need their extended knowledge. So that doesn't mean, now don't get it twisted. It doesn't mean that if you just want to dip in a little bit and go somewhere else, I don't want to have you as a student. I'd love to have you as a student. I don't teach the martial arts for money. It's a part-time job for me. So if some people have come in there and I know they're only there for a day, I just give them what I can because I look at this as a way to give back. So I don't think I'm completely hating on those people. So let me give a solution. If you get to the point where you're really serious about your martial art and you grow beyond the ability of Mr. or Miss once a weeker who just comes once a week and got a black belt of 3 years, and you need to go further and beyond their training, do you know what you're going to do if you're a serious student? You are going to find people who can help you grow. That's exactly what you're going to do. Once you grow beyond your instructor, you're going to find another instructor that's going to help you grow. You're going to find another style that's going to let you grow. You are going to find a way to get the nourishment that your martial arts body needs. So that's why this caveat, the more I think about it, the more I realize it's really not a warning. It's just another way for people to passive-aggressively attack styles that do not slow promote. And do I have a problem with styles who do not slow promote? I used to, but not anymore. I don't have a problem with styles that slow promote. I don't have a problem with styles that don't slow promote because I figure whatever floats your boat. So thanks for watching this video. Like, comment, and subscribe. Please share this with people who like to talk about the martial arts. And peace. And stop letting everybody else tell you who to train with, including me. Trust your gut. Trust your gut and trust the law. Peace.